Welcome back to Seen It Before, where we're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny, and I can't enunciate.
I'm Dan, and it's been a minute since we've been on Seen It Before. We've been in the process of creating a big Duel of the Debates competition that's going to be coming at the end of July, early August. But yeah, so Seen It Before, we're going to be doing our roundup episode, which we do every 6 months or so. So movies we haven't talked about and TV shows if we want to, and we do have a few of those. So
I think we have more TV shows than movies, or maybe 50-50.
We've both been talking about this, and well, at least you have been seeing more TV lately than movies.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's only like one movie that we haven't, that's on my list that we haven't covered.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have a couple that we haven't covered.
Technically two, but we covered one of them.
Yeah. For sure. But yeah, so we're going to get into that. We're going to, little 5-10 minute snippets about these movies and TV shows, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get to it.
So, Daniel, give us a rundown of the top, or the movies that
movies and TV shows,
TV shows that we will be talking about at the moment.
Yeah, so we're gonna we've compiled this list from, we try to do one movie a month so far this year. It's not gonna work out that way. It never does. So, Companion, Final Destination: Bloodlines, Mickey 17, which we're gonna talk about more in a minute. Daredevil: Born Again. Andor, because I know you want to talk. I know you want.
Oh my God!
I know you want to talk about it. And The Fountain of Youth. And I just saw Life of Chuck, which just came out recently. You haven't seen it yet, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just gonna kind of talk about it and my preliminary thoughts on it.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with Mickey 17.
I'm sure you're used to it by now, but what's it feel like to die?
Even on my 17th go around,
Danny.
Well, any fans of the podcast might know, because I think we mentioned it. We recorded literally like 45 minutes of just talking about it. I thought it was a good review. We did not record the audio.
No,
and now that's why we record to a backup hard drive at the same time now.
It's happened. It always happens when we don't record a backup. And it's rare that this happens. It's maybe once a year that this happens, but like...
Which is funny because there's a bunch of backups of this guy.
There's a bunch of different versions of this guy. Mickey 17, Robert Pattinson, Bong Joon-ho directing it. It's kind of this satire on class as usual for Bong Joon-ho movies, and it also has a space theme, so a little Star Wars-y in there too, with trying to get to this planet, or basically Robert Pattinson's character, Mickey Barnes, trying to escape Earth, go to wherever, and try to just, start a new life for himself.
It's like the best way I can describe it, if like you haven't read the synopsis of it, it's a satirical take on a Cowboy Bebop, hyper capitalism story.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
this guy's running away from the mob and then goes to space.
But the only way he can escape is if he's an expendable, which means he has to create copies of himself and, just try to do all this work that nobody else wants to do, all this grunt work, basically. So it's a 4-year mission to this new planet, new solar system, wherever you want to call it. He meets some people along the way. His best friend is Steven Yeun's character, and well, lo and behold, he's going to betray him. Surprise, surprise. Actually, it was a pretty big surprise that Steven Yeun kind of betrayed him.
Such a dick. He's the biggest dick
ever.
You
never see Steven Yeun play a dick, and I actually liked that.
I didn't realize he had like that kind of knack for comedy. The only other thing I've seen him
Beef, baby,
Beef, he's kind of like more, I'd say it's more dramatic, but he's like, that was not a nice thing to do, right?
Yeah, I don't know. This movie, let's talk about the ending. So the dream sequence. I know you want to talk about that.
Yes. I mean, I kind of want to talk about the whole movie. Here's my whole like general thoughts.
Okay.
I think Bong Joon-ho needs to step out of this whole frame of class structure in critiquing it, because it's the same exact message every single time. some stories are good, like Parasite and Snowpiercer. Other stories are bad, like Okja. Like, I didn't like that movie, you know? Like, I get it, environmentalism. Like,
I actually didn't see Okja, but yeah.
it's so heavy-handed, dude. And this one is the same kind of way. Like, at least he has a comedy spin to it, and at least there's source material there. But the whole last half hour is just, you know, we need to communicate with these animals because animals are good, guys. And I'm just like, it's so like, you know? I think it's a bit sloppy of a script because, you know, like you have like all these bits of like Robert Pattinson being like, I really like this woman's hair. She smelled good. And we get the sense that she reminds him of his mother who died, and he has a fear of pushing buttons because he pushed a button and he thinks that's what killed his mom or whatever. I think it was a car crash.
It was something like that.
So, but that's just like an undertone, but like it's not really brought to fruition. It's just kind of like, it's the most basic sense of setup and payoff, and there's no like, I don't really care about it.
That's fair.
Same thing with the whole you know, Mickey or the two Mickeys at the same time thing. That just disappears. Or like in the sense of like the character dynamic plot with like the relationships with Naomi Ackie and the other girl.
Yeah.
Whose girlfriend died in an explosion, or you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that just kind of happened, and it's a thread, like only a tiny bit of thread that connects it. You know what I mean?
And the funniest part about this movie is like, it feels like it's a 3-hour movie, and it's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's some good scenes. There's some good performances. I just think because this is kind of like an overall problem with Hollywood. Like, they get the blank check movie, right? And I actually saw a whole breakdown, so I can't really take credit for my entire thoughts on this, but
I'm gonna be the same way when I talk about it. So go ahead.
I saw a video essay though. You know, it happened with James Cameron. It happened with Peter Jackson. It happened with now Bong Joon-ho. You know, Peter Jackson did all the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He gets a blank check for King Kong. What's the main criticism? It's too long, too overbloated. Just fucking stop. Cut it down. James Cameron, I mean, Avatar, I guess it was a very basic script, but like needed more shit in it to make it a fucking movie.
Yeah, very true.
And now Bong Joon-ho, he just wins for Parasite. You know, he makes history. He's the first foreign film to win Best Picture.
I don't know if I'd say he got a blank check because like
They didn't tell him to cut it down though, because
he did get final cut. Yes, he got final cut.
There you go.
But there was a lot of controversy around this movie because it kept getting pushed back and back.
Was that COVID or like was it just something else?
Well, I think first it was supposed to come out like right out of COVID, like early 2022 or 3. I don't remember. But obviously, starting filming, it kind of got pushed back.
Well, then the writer's strike happened.
Yep, it was another culprit of that. Bong Joon-ho said the movie was done, but then there was like all this controversy that Warner Brothers wanted to cut it down or Warner Brothers wanted to reshoots. We don't know if that's true or not. Nobody knows if that's true.
I hate the idea of like, because when you hear reshoots, you're like, no, don't do reshoots. Don't, ew, gross. And that means the movie's it's shitty anyway.
There's always like 1 or 2 weeks of reshoots on every movie, so like it's not even that bad. It's just a thing that happens.
Where they get the reshoots are a bad name is because Marvel, which
Because of Thor.
God bless them.
Thor 2, whatever the fuck it was called.
Love and Thunder?
No, 2.
Dark World?
Dark World had 35 days of reshoots.
Jesus.
So, and that is where it started getting a bad name for reshoots. And it's just like, dude,
Whoa.
like most have 5-10 days at most of reshoots.
Which is normal.
Yes.
That should
To do
the
pickup
one-
shots and whatnot.
I remember hearing a lot of discourse when Rogue One came out
Mm-hmm.
because they did reshoots after they started dropping trailers. So entire scenes and entire plot threads were taken out of that movie that we already saw in the trailer. Like Jin going up against a TIE fighter and Krennic walking on Scarif on the beach and
It
stuff.
was also between different directors. So,
It was 2 directors?
well, yeah, there's one director got fired, I'm pretty sure, on that movie, right? It was,
I thought it was Gareth Edwards the whole time. I thought it was Gareth Edwards and Tony Gilroy. They were the...
well, it was originally supposed. Fuck, I forget what it was. There was something.
Oh,
with,
no. You're thinking Colin Trevorrow. He got fired from episode 9.
No, wasn't it Lord Miller?
Lord Miller did Solo.
Right.
Then Ron
You're
Howard
right.
came in.
You're
Yeah.
right.
I'm Iris, and the second, the day I killed him.
So, companion. let's go back to January when Companion came out. Your favorite actress right now, Sophie Thatcher, right?
Dude, she's just, I just love her. She's just, I can't describe. She has an aura that I'm just like, I fucking love that.
She can cry out of one eye without on command. Apparently, yeah.
I'm honestly though, like Yellow Jackets season 3 was a rough, especially with the writing.
It was a rough.
I'm very frustrated with the writing in the show because they have nuggets of just like really good beginnings of plot lines and then they just let it all fall apart. But the one thing that's always been consistent is the acting. Holy shit, they get some like top tier actors. They got
I know who they have.
Hilary Swank in this last season. As a small part, like it's Hilary fucking Swank, dude.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, all the teenage actors are fucking awesome, especially Sophie Thatcher, because she just like carries the show. Even with Juliette Lewis being gone, her adult counterpart, again with the writing, that's stupid. Because her younger character is still a big player, and her older character is dead. So sorry, spoilers.
Yeah. So Jack Quaid plays the villain in this.
Again.
He's played a hero for so long in The Boys, so I get it. He wants to kind of branch out. And I know you're going to talk about this right now, so go ahead. Just say it.
So my theory is that Jack Quaid has some sort of like, he's not an incel, but like he has this man baby type of like
energy.
I guess maybe the casting director is like, yo, we have a man baby role. Jack Quaid. Like, I'm not sure how he is in Novocaine, but
I did see Novocaine. Okay.
So is he like that?
No.
Okay, so that's cool. At least he's showing some range.
In a way, but
Huey, man baby. Come on.
100%.
In Hero
he's kind of developed a little bit more.
I want to be able to save you, Starlight. Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
So he's a man baby in that. He's a man baby in Scream, and now he's a man baby in Companion.
Yeah.
Specifically,
he's
the loner,
a rich man baby.
The rich incel type of.
Yep. Yeah. So this movie is basically Don't Worry, Darling, but better. Sophie Thatcher becomes sentient. And there's this really cool thing that they start doing where like they plant seeds of like, oh, you can have the intelligence go higher. You can do all this other stuff with these bots. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And it starts coming in one by one. This movie was produced by Zach Krager. It was not directed by him. I forget who it was, but that's it. It was a very cool idea. I don't know.
I was confused at the original teaser for this because it looked like I didn't know that she was actually a robot in the first trailer. I thought it was some sort of hippy dippy trippy like especially the scene with over the flame, the fire is like burning her hand and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was some sort of like let's be serial killers together and we're companions and stuff.
Like a Bonnie and Clyde type thing.
I was thinking something like that. It's completely different.
Absolutely.
I really liked, obviously, Sophie Thatcher. It was an interesting story. It continues that trend of like that we're seeing with kind of sympathy for AI. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Electric State obviously did this. What else? Another movie did it. I don't know, but. We're like, AI isn't that bad. There's some. John David Washington, the creator.
The creator. Yeah,
I
like the creator though.
That was good. And I'm not saying these movies are bad. What I'm saying though is like in a meta sense, like AI is being okay, and like we're getting away from the whole like AI is bad. AI will kill us.
Except it kind of is bad, but
it is bad.
Yeah.
Although it is really helpful for writing a book.
I can imagine that.
And I don't want to say the AI isn't writing the book; it's organizing my thoughts, or like helping me with organizing.
Good for you. All right, so Companion. Then we find out as this starts going along. So obviously, Sophie Thatcher kills the guy they're renting the Airbnb from, and then she goes back.
Rupert Friend.
Yeah,
you know that?
Yeah, I did. And then she goes back all bloody, and they're like, "What did you do?" And then shuts her off.
And that's when you find out, she's a robot.
And so then the movie keeps going on, and then you find out while they're looking for Sophie Thatcher, she ends up escaping. One of the other guys is an android, a sex bot. It's like, Oh,
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
yeah,
actually.
that was a nice surprise. So like it kept having these little twists throughout. It was a tight narrative. It was like a 90-minute movie, 100 minutes. Yeah, it was
Something like that.
great, short, perfect for a horror movie. And then the end, it's just, this big battle as you would expect from this kind of movie. What the fuck happened at the end? Because I totally forget the actual ending. Was it there like a weird twist?
It's the whole point is to get Sophie to kill the mobster guy and steal his money.
Yes.
They just wanted all the money.
That's right. There was a whole heist type element to it as well.
And then
That's
obviously
right.
shit goes wrong, shit goes bad. Then
she has to end up killing Jack Quaid. And
Yeah, 'cause
like
then
she
she-
can't do it because she's programmed not to do it, and then she somehow finds out in her programming.
I forget actually how she
Yeah,
kills
me
him.
too. I forget exactly. Again, this is back in January, so
He
like
ends up dying. She ends up going in
Yeah, there's like-
it's kind of like Ex Machina ending where she's like
Yeah.
the free AI just roaming.
yeah, it was kind of like an open ending in case they want to do a sequel or
Like she
they-
goes in the ambulance, but like, isn't the ambulance going to be like, oh, she has fucking metal inside of her and she's a robot? Like, you can't just put an IV in that.
No, you can't. It was a cool little movie. I don't know. I don't have like many more thoughts on this one.
Well, also, this movie kind of created a little bit of a meme with her when she speaks German.
Oh yeah.
Where she's like, where you like you're speaking German? Yeah, Deutsch.
Yeah, it was funny. So we didn't give a rating to Mickey 17. So before we give a rating for Companion, what do you give Mickey 17?
I had high hopes for it. And I was very disappointed. Aside from the acting, yeah, I want to give it a 70. I'm not going to go back and watch it.
I kind of want to rewatch it now after watching that Screen Crush video, which I totally don't remember what they said, and I just watched it. So maybe I'm just going to give it another chance. I'm going to give it a 73 for now, but I think it might end up 75 to 78. And Companion, what are you going to give Companion?
Companion. I liked it for what it was. I don't think it's gonna, obviously it didn't make waves or anything.
Unfortunately.
It's got my favorite actors in it, Sophie Thatcher. It's funny, and I think it did a good job. So I'm gonna give it like an 80.
I was actually going to say the same exact thing. So 80. It's a good movie. I want to rewatch it. I wanted to rewatch it before we did this podcast, but I just never got the chance. Yeah. So let's move on. We're going to go to a TV show right now.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Let's go to Andor just to get you, just to give you what you want to talk about. You're not going to have that much time though. So
Dude, like, I know I can't convince you to watch the show.
I watched the first episode.
The very first episode or season 2?
2.
Okay. Well, okay. So the first arc might be the second worst of the show, but that's still like, if I'm telling you, the third arc of season 2, fucking perfect. Like, it was perfect. Perfect.
Okay, you keep
That's
saying
minute
that.
detail.
You keep saying that, but explain it.
It's gonna go down in history. Seriously, this show is gonna go down in history as it's the best thing that Disney has ever made.
That's Rogue One, but all right.
No, even better than Rogue One.
Okay.
Because it taps into the whole it's taking an IP that we loved as children and puts it into a very realistic adult tone, which is pretty obvious at this point.
Yeah.
So it's not for kids. Like that's what I
mean,
love about
yeah.
Star Wars, because it's like we'll get the fucking Book of Boba Fett shit. Like we'll get that for the kids, right? And even though that was supposed to be geared more towards adults, we're gonna get the kids type shows, and we'll be like, okay, well, it's fine for what it is, blah blah blah. But then we get something that has actual dramatic stakes and characters that we give a shit about.
Except for Andor.
What do you mean?
Except for Cassian.
I care a lot more about Cassian, specifically. They work a lot in this. It's just there's so much to say.
Just
because,
explain it.
well, it's 4 different arcs.
Okay.
in 3 different episodes.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, because they did a weird release schedule with this, but yeah, that's fine. Keep going.
well, that whole thing happened because Disney was like, we have no money anymore because we fucked everything up with our streaming service and didn't give people what they wanted. So now this show that everybody actually wants, well, most people actually want, needs to, something that was originally going to be 4 seasons has to be 1 season. So each of these 3 episode arcs was going to be its own season, I guess, per se, or like the first arc, maybe I feel like they kind of just added a bunch of shit to kind of make it work better. But yeah, so the first arc is more about Cassian being stranded on like this planet, kind of working with a warring rebel faction.
Like a faction, yeah.
Like they're fighting with each other because it's a bunch of no name, which makes sense. There's a bunch of people who've never fought in a war before, and that's another aspect that this show goes into, because that's a problem with the second arc too, because there's this place called Gorman.
Yep.
Where they're trying to it's basically they're mining it's a planet that has like this resource. They're going to basically kill it. Basically destroy the planet in order to get all the calcite, so they can, with the Death Star, they can supply that, right? So what they have to do, though, they have to pull a little political magic, magic-y things, and they have to start an uprising on the planet so they can justify killing everybody.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
And then all our characters are wrapped up in this. Cyril Karn. Oh my god, dude, great character arc. Dedra's awesome in it. Like it's funny.
She's the one I did not care about at all in season 1.
She's got some shit, because you see her go through this arc of like, I need to be evil. I need to be the Empire. I am the Empire.
She seems so 2-dimensional in season 1.
Yeah, she is kind of. But dude, season 2 fleshes her out so well. You understand her, a little bit of her backstory, where she came from, because she came from like an orphanage, right? And then she's raised in the Empire. No wonder she's like this evil person, right? And she thinks she's doing good, obviously, and you can understand that from her perspective. And the way where she ends up, it just proves how evil the Empire is. The rebel, you literally see the rebels form. You get all these different factions with Saw going off on his own. You get these tiny little sects of guys who are fighting each other. And then Cassian's like, I'm just trying to do what Luthen wants, and you get, and then also save Bix and everything. And you get like Bix and him have this relationship, and how she kind of makes a choice for him.
Okay. That's his sister, right?
That's his wife.
His wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's the one who gets tortured by the Dedra. It's just, Mon Mothma's story is so great, and you can see that she is slow, like the shit she has to do in order to, keep the rebellion going. And you see her come from a more innocent place, where she has to kind of go on the arc that Luthen already went on off screen. And then there's this awesome backstory episode with Luthen, which I'm going to be talking on that one podcast, MCU's Bleeding Edge.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about that episode specifically.
Okay.
You get more in-depth stuff with Luthen's like daughter / assistant. She has like, she's just a side character. They give her a whole episode.
Wow.
It's fucking awesome, dude. The writing is just insane. You get all the characters are just they feel so fucking real. And then K2SO comes in at the end.
Why is it only the end? I wanted him in the whole goddamn season.
Well,
he's the only one I wanted.
His comedic tone kind of betrays the seriousness.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's comedic relief. That's what he is.
Right. So, but when we need to see a fucking massacre, probably not the best time for, you didn't see that coming, did you? Like,
yeah.
Which is, it's actually really cool how they get K2SO, because he's technically in that massacre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a wonderfully written show, and it just proves if you have a talented writer in like Tony Gilroy, you can do 4 seasons of a show in 1 season. Granted, some shit, it's a little here and there, but
yeah.
For the most part, it's gonna go down in history as like the best thing that Disney's ever made with Star Wars.
Okay. Well, what do you give Andor overall?
Season 2, I give a 95.
95. All right.
It's almost perfect.
I don't know. I just don't have the attention span to watch a whole fucking season of Andor.
It's
I just,
very much a steak dinner. You have to digest it.
I just can't, man. At this point, I just want 90 minutes and I'm done.
No, that's understandable.
I don't know. I think TV is kind of going away from me. I want to either watch like a 30-minute show or like The Studio. Let's talk about that briefly because I loved The Studio. It's for people like us who understand movies and stuff like that and how they're made. And Seth Rogen, obviously, he's known as the guy who's just jerking off in every movie. It's great. But he's not doing that. He's actually serious. Bryan Cranston's an asshole. It's great.
I'm glad that Bryan Cranston's doing stuff after Breaking Bad because he was kind of like, he's going to be the next big thing.
I mean, he's a small role. Yeah. But like Catherine Hahn's hilarious. She's just playing herself. It's great. I don't know. I'm glad that's going to get a second season. Anyway, let's move on to another movie that I know you have some qualms with. We're going to talk about Final Destination Bloodlines. I grew up watching some of the Final Destinations. I've saw 1, 3, and 1 and 3 are the ones I remember the most. So let's just say 1 and 3. They were great. I loved them. Going to this one, I was like, oh, they're going to do another Final Destination. It's going to be dog shit. Like, it's been, 11, 12, 13 years since the last one.
It's been a while.
Yeah. But this one, I thought the kills were pretty inventive. I thought it was a decent story where it was related back to a whole family, a whole bloodline of people. And, it was different. It was something a little different for Final Destination. And I think the directors did a good job with that. They even had like a whole... a Zoom meeting when they were pitching to be the directors. They had this whole thing where they had themselves Final Destination in this pre-recorded interview or whatever, like a Zoom meeting. And it's kind of cool. Where like the fireplace starts setting on fire and it goes up in flames. Like it's kind of cool. It's like, all right, these guys are made for it. Yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I saw what I did. It took me a while to actually see this one at theaters. I just didn't get around to it. And as somebody who's been a big fan of the Final Destination franchise, I gotta say, I like it for what it is. I think it's on par with like the fourth one. I was like, it's okay, it's fine. But I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But I remember seeing like a really good kind of character woven story in the first two. 3 kind of was like an offshoot of like just kind of and then same thing with 4 and 5. But 5 was cool because it had like this like little prequel thing at the end. But the first 2, I'm like thinking, wow, this is like really inventive. Like it's a new age kind of horror movie thing. And I cared about Devon Sawa. I'm like, and Clear and like their relationship. And it was how the first one ended was like, so who's next? And you see like the sign. That's where it started. And now this new one about the Bloodlines thing, I love the idea of like it's connected to a family, and that's how. And like all of these different families have been killed off in strange ways. And maybe even, I bet you in some Easter eggs, we're going to see some characters that we know from the other movies. And I just don't understand why this one is like revived the franchise.
Well, probably because it's been so long. I think that's the main reason why it got so much money. And it got all the other fans, a new generation of fans, that kind of stuff.
Bloodlines is good, but it's just kind of like a lot of telling, like, you know what I mean? Like, and really fast paced, and like we don't get to know these characters. The only one I liked was Eric, I think.
Yeah, he was great. They tried to kill him in the tattoo shop, and then there's like, oh my god, there's a fire in the tattoo shop. He's dead. Yeah. He wasn't dead.
Well,
he just walked out.
He's like the first character to have 3 different death scenes, right?
I know. Oh my god, his sister getting put in the garbage truck. I see. That was wild. Yeah. The guy. One of them predicted it like almost exactly as they're walking down the street. It was great. And I keep seeing the behind the scenes of how they made that scene, and it's pretty cool.
This seems like a very fun movie to make.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I don't know. And of course they all die at the end. Like it's just how it happens.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just thought it was, the ending was fine, but death always comes back. The penny, the whole, it kind of came full circle, and it just, I don't know. I liked it. It was fun. I'm going to give it a solid like 82. It was good.
Yeah, see, I just can't give it that high. I think I'm never gonna watch it again. You're gonna hate me, but I think I'm gonna give it like a 65.
That's all right. I mean, hey, it's not your thing. I get it. Yeah.
I just know maybe it's been a while since I've seen the other ones, but I just remember like the other ones having more oomph.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you in trouble?
Now, why would you say that?
Do you only call when you're in trouble?
I'm going to talk about Fountain of Youth now because I know you didn't get a chance to watch it this week. It's
I was so tired after Sushi. I
okay.
can't do it.
I thought you were going to watch it before Sushi, so
I should have.
that's okay. So yeah, it's I'm not going to spoil anything.
Oh wait, no, because I would have to buy it. That's why I didn't do it. I had to pay $15 for it.
Rats. Oh well. So yeah, Guy Ritchie, John Krasinski, Natalie Portman. Like it's a solid cast. It's basically Uncharted meets National Treasure meets Indiana Jones. So it's literally a treasure hunting movie across the globe. But it's like kind of reverse Indiana Jones. They're like John Krasinski's a bad guy. He steals things and then he has to try to get to the Fountain of Youth because he does want to become young. It's a pretty typical story of, Fountain of Youth, what you want to do.
Oh, so he's straight up the bat, like the villain?
He's not the villain, but he's not a good guy. He is the protagonist, but he's not a good guy.
Sully?
In a way, yeah, kind of. And Natalie Portman is his sister, and she works for an art museum, so he steals a painting at her museum to get her to come work with him again, because they've worked together in the past. So, like, she's tried to make a life for herself, that whole
I'm going
shebang.
straight. I'm going legit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Natalie Portman, I watched Leon the Professional for the first time.
Okay.
Holy shit, dude. We need to lock Luc Besson up. Because what the fuck,
I've
dude?
never seen the movie, but I've heard.
It's a 12-year-old having a full-blown romantic relationship with this dude. They don't fuck or anything, but like it's so... It's in that realm, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. You're going to jail,
It
Luke.
was the 90s, right?
94.
Anyway, back to Fountain of Youth. So yeah, they're
Talk about Fountain of Youth.
yeah. So they end up. I forget who the villain is in the movie. Oh God, I know it's somebody bigger. I just can't remember for the life of me right now.
Mel Gibson.
No, God, no.
That's what my dad always says. You can't think of anything.
Yeah, I know. Oh. So it's actually they're going on this trip with this guy who's played by Donald Gleason. I don't even know how to pronounce his fucking name. Brendan Gleason's son.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Donald.
Donald
Gleason.
All right, Donald Gleason. That's good. It's good I know that now. So he's this rich guy who is funding this whole expedition because he has cancer and he wants to also get to the Fountain of Youth. There's these undertones and Natalie Portman's just like, oh, maybe he wants to sell it to make a profit, that kind of stuff. It's that whole shebang. They get to the Fountain of Youth eventually after this whole globetrotting adventure from France to fucking England to wherever the fuck they are. Egypt. Yeah, there. Yeah, so they get there. It's weird because I don't know. It is very mystical, the whole Fountain of Youth, when they actually get to it. So this whole big reveal of how they get down through the pyramids to get into the Fountain of Youth. It's a whole convoluted, weird thing. But yeah, so he dies. It's Indiana Jones. It's Raiders. So he gets like...
Are there any Nazis though?
No.
Okay.
This takes place in modern times. So no. Okay. But yeah, overall, it's a solid, fun movie. It's a fun watch. It's just over 2 hours. I mean, yeah, I gave it like a solid 78, 79.
Is it better than Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That one, I'm like, what's happened here?
Yeah, that one was not good. This one's a little better. At least has good quality. It's Apple made, so they gave him like $300 million probably. I don't know.
Which I found out why they do that. I didn't really understand it, but they give them no wonder the reason that the budgets are so giant is because they're buying the exclusive rights to not pay them any royalties. Oh. Yeah, so it's not like Spotify.
This is really funny because the first episode of The Studio kind of deals with that. And that's an Apple original. And they buy the rights of Scorsese's movie.
Yeah.
And they buy it just to kill it. It's really funny. And that you just said that. I was like,
That's literally the tactic.
yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why we'll never see Batgirl.
All right. We have to go through a little bit of these kind of quickly. Let's go to Daredevil Born Again.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos.
Well, we were talking about the reshoots and the talk about this is the Marvel playbook, right? They do an entire show, an entire 12-episode show, and they're like, this isn't working.
They didn't shoot the entire thing.
Oh, they didn't?
They did not shoot the entire thing. They
shot a lot
They got
of
through
it.
6 of the episodes, 5 or 6 of the episodes.
And they're like, this isn't fucking working. Because they didn't write a fucking script. What are you guys doing? So, yeah, and they're like, scrap almost all of it.
Let's bring back people.
Yeah.
Let's bring back John Bernthal. Let's,
Didn't
Make Charlie Cox happy.
They got the guys who did Loki to do the second part.
yes.
And you can tell.
God damn, they cooked with
Yep.
those episodes. Episodes 1, like,
One,
in
8,
the
and
last 8,
9,
9,
I
I
think.
think. Yeah. Holy shit.
Those are obviously the best ones.
easily.
But the weird thing that I'm seeing is that some people are kind of like, I wish it was just the episodic one before. I'm like, you guys want shit?
Well-
you guys want shitty fucking...
Well, I think they wanted the 12 episodes. That's the thing. I think people wanted 12 episodes.
The most annoying one for me was definitely the
bank heist?
bank one. I fucking hated it.
I didn't hate it, but I was just like, all right, this is like, I mean, it's kind of like old school TV, which is fine, but it's like, that's not what people want nowadays. Like, why do you think people want that? What makes you think that?
Well, it's not just that. It was just like the mix of like
What's procedural versus like,
I like a good narrative show. If I'm gonna watch like an hour-long show, I'm prepared to be like, I'm gonna follow these characters through an entire arc for a whole season. I don't want any filler. If we have to cut that down to 8 episodes, okay, sure. But Lost did it just fine in 22 episodes. So I don't understand. But that episode in particular with Kamala's dad, it's so like, oh, goofy funny, and like you have like these Irish bank robbers who are like just so generic, like put the money in the bag,
Yep.
blah, 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 see you later.
it doesn't, it's like an episode that you're just like, all right, 22 episodes, they're like, all right, this is a filler episode. It's not much.
Yeah,
Like
it's very clear. It's just a filler.
Yeah.
But then also, but then towards the end, he fucking like just stomps on a guy's leg. And I'm like, what do we do? We had this goofy slapstick shit.
And then-
10 seconds later, he's like,
yeah.
breaks this guy in a really bad
I mean, that shows
CGI
Matt
scene.
Murdock's rage and stuff like that, which is fine, but it's like, do we need it?
Yeah.
We don't. But yeah.
And the fact that they were just not going to have Karen and Foggy in it at all.
Yeah.
They're just going to be like, they're gone.
And I think it was a good idea to kill Foggy off in that first episode. I think it was good.
Yeah, they gave us a through line of like his rate. I understand that, and that's why I love episode 1, 8, and 9.
But did they actually kill him? That's the
That's
thing we
the-
have to wait for, because he is in the second season cast. So should be interesting to see if it's going to be flashbacks or if they're going to actually bring him back and say like Vanessa was hiding him or something. I don't know. It's because did she hire Bullseye? Who knows? We don't know that yet. Because there's the whole thing going on with Vanessa and Fisk. We don't know. There's the power grab.
I thought she did. Like he was confirmed she did hire him while
Yes.
Fisk was in prison.
But did she tell him to kill Foggy? That's the thing where we don't know.
Oh, right, yeah, because it was
Yeah.
kind of like he went rogue or whatever.
So it's an interesting thing to think about for the second season, but we've already confirmed Jessica Jones is coming back for season 2. So that's cool. I'm sure they're going to get Mike Coulter for Luke Cage. I'm sure they're going to.
I think I saw Finn, whatever his name is.
Yeah, there was something about him the other day. I didn't really read it into it at all, Danny Rand. So, but I don't do the Defenders again. Just don't. Just don't.
Well, it's looking like they're going to do that, but if they were, they had a perfect opportunity to put them all in the bar at the end.
They did, but maybe they're going to start the season like that.
Yeah.
So-
I wouldn't, here's the time I think reshoots would be kind of, ironically good, because just go back in time or just that one scene and just put them in that last
Just
scene.
insert them, yeah.
Yeah, because he's like looking around, look at all these civilians who are going to help me.
Yeah.
They're not going to do shit.
And this is the other thing. I'm just like, all right, Marvel's trying to separate its TV and its movie, obviously, because Thunderbolts, all that shit happened in New York City. And then there's Daredevil, which is, we don't know if it's happening around the same time. We don't know when it's happening. But like, it's so unclear where their timeline is and how this works. Like, where's Spider-Man? Where's Daredevil in Thunderbolts?
I understand the whole. It's an ambitious and like I would love it to all make sense and jive together and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's fine though, because
it's just kind of what they have to do.
And
you know, because people are like, oh, it's homework now. I don't want to have to watch all these TV shows and watch movies.
But if they make them as good as those 3 episodes of Daredevil Born Again, we're good.
It's like you had the wrong, like you diagnosed it incorrectly. If you made good TV shows, it wouldn't be homework.
Exactly.
That's simple. Plain as simple as that.
Yes, exactly. All right, there's one movie I want to talk about before we have to go.
Well, we didn't do the rating.
Oh yeah, what are we rating it?
I'm rating the first episode 8 and 9, 5 out of 5, 100%. Love them.
Real? Wow. Okay.
But the rest of the season is like, well, I'm like 60. So that brings it down to like an 80.
Okay.
The whole season.
I'm just going to rate the whole season as a whole, not as 1, 8, and 9. But
they're clearly two different shows.
They're obviously 2 different shows, yes, in the style especially. But I'm going to give the show an 85 overall. It's a 85 guy. It's solid. It's really good, and it's a good step in the direction for Marvel Television to see where it's going.
The universe is large.
Life of Chuck. I just saw it. And I kept telling everybody at work, I'm like, all right, odds that I cry in this movie. Because I was waiting for it to happen. It didn't happen.
I don't even know what this movie's about. I haven't seen the
what
trailer.
What do you think it's about? Oh, you haven't seen the trailer?
I only have seen the poster of Tom Hiddleston kind of dancing.
Okay, so this movie, I'll give you a brief overview. So it's about these 3 times in Chuck's life that we're going to talk about in this movie. It's a 3-act thing, starting with Act 3. So it's weird because it starts off very doom and gloom, but then it gets like uplifting, and then it goes back down, and it keeps going in and out of like good and bad things in Chuck's life. But overall, it's a positive message on a life story of how he's gone through so much and become this person through all of these experiences. That's really the main gist of the movie. So it's nothing like Mike Flanagan has ever done before.
So it's not a Stephen King adaptation?
It is a Stephen King adaptation.
What?
It's a short story from Stephen King. There's obviously a whole dancing scene that you've seen in the poster. There's a big dance, like 5-minute dance scene. It's crazy. It's really well done, really cool. And it just shows how you can't take anything for granted in life, basically.
Okay.
And it's so cool. There's obviously a mystical dark force at work at some points in this movie. But it's kind of like a MacGuffin in a way, but not really a MacGuffin. So it's
okay. I'm kind of getting a vibe of like Soul, Pixar's Soul.
In a way, yes, but
like it's you just be grateful for your life and everything that happened, good and bad. And,
in a way, yeah.
Okay.
It's basically kind of like that. And I thought it was going to be more. Actually, I don't know what I thought it was going to be. I just knew I wanted to see it because Mike Flanagan and Tom Hiddleston.
So he's kind of, built a reputation of, anything he makes is pretty much really high quality.
Yep. And it's definitely high quality.
I haven't seen Midnight Club yet.
I haven't either. I don't care about that one.
But I'm excited because
Sophie Thatcher. Let me guess.
She's in it?
Oh, I don't know. I was taking a guess. I don't know.
Heather Langenkamp's in it. She's the counselor.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I maybe have talked about it, but I have an idea for a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
Yeah. Okay. We talked about it. I mean, yes.
And she would need to be in it, so I'm glad that she's still working.
Okay.
If it ever happens.
Overall, the movie was kind of not what I expected. Don't overhype yourself on this. It's good that you haven't seen a trailer because I kind of overhyped myself a little bit on it. I'm going to give it a solid 82, 83, somewhere in there. It's good. It's definitely refreshing to see a movie like this. in times like this, especially because it starts off all doom and gloom, and then you realize there's all this stuff on the other side and that kind of stuff. It's cool. Yeah. So let's do our top 5 of the year. I guess I will start with my motherfucker. I keep closing out.
I don't think that's a movie.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so my number 5 movie of the year, Companion. It's good. Number 4, or do you want to do your number 5? Do we want to go back and forth? Do we want to just do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? What do you want to do?
I don't know. Here, I mean, my number 5 is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
I'm surprised you put that number 5, but okay.
Yeah, I should preface this. I have only seen 12 movies this year so far. So
do it that way you will.
yeah.
All right. My number
Be
4.
glad it's not Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah, that's not in there either. Or Until Dawn. So number 4 for me, you see, this is hard because, all right. Yeah, number 4, I'm going to put Final Destination Bloodlines. That's going to be number 4 for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you know.
All right.
That's not on my list. I'll tell you that
I
much.
know.
Number 4, I'll do Friendship.
We didn't need to talk about that.
Yeah. I'm kind of a fan of Tim Robinson's.
I can't stand it. I can't stand
It's
it.
very like there's no transition between the drama and the comedy, and that's what makes it even funnier. Like, I was dying laughing when he's just in the board meeting and he's just like, yeah, so anyway, what the fuck was it? Oh,
That's me. That was literally me trying to think of things for Mickey 17.
Yeah,
That was literally me.
it's like, oh, what the
The
fuck?
fuck was it? Yeah. Like it's. Oh god. Anyway. So my number 3 movie. Yeah, Mission Impossible. We'll go with number 3.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me, Thunderbolts. Yeah,
That's my number 2. Number 2, Thunderbolts.
I just like the whole follow up to because it kind of reset us. Like, oh, we're back in the quality realm.
It's the start of the new stuff. Captain America was left over from the last kind of stuff, and now this is the start of the new era. I'd say,
even though it's
And
the end of Phase 5.
ironically, yeah.
Anyway, number 2, Companion.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Like I said,
And I think we have the same number 1 movie because it's not hard.
It's got to be Sinners, right?
man,
It's
Sinners.
got to be.
It's so good. It's so. It's the highest grossing movie in the box office. Original movie in the last since 2011. I'm pretty sure.
Holy
is what it
shit,
said.
dude!
The highest grossing original movie since
Is it the
2011.
highest grossing this year, or is that like Mission Impossible or something?
No, it's probably like something else. Mission Impossible's not even close,
Really?
bro. It
Oh, I
did,
didn't-
it did make money again.
This is the only one that I'm like, I'm really disappointed by that.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, Sinners, like maybe this will finally usher in the era of like, hey, we're making good original movies
It would
again.
make sense. I hope so. Yeah. Dear.
But I just want to say though,
You want to say the box office for Mission Impossible? Ooh, $400 million budget.
at least they got their money back. Oh no, they didn't. They had to get like $1 billion to break even. Fuck.
So what did they make of the box office as of right now?
They've only made 450.
Worldwide.
Oh fuck, that sucks. 457 million. On a $400 million budget.
Not good. Anyway, we're wrapping this one up. We're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle @SeenItBeforecast. That's SCENE It Beforecast. And you can find me on Letterboxd with DonutMan96.
I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was. My letterbox is serialized at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Was.
No idea what we have next.
We have, I think it's
probably
gonna be
Superman. It's probably gonna be Superman because we got to work on Duel of the Debates
which
stuff.
I'm putting a lot of creative spins to it. I think that I'm really excited about what we're gonna do for
I'm
this.
excited for this because you're not going to be on the desk anymore.
I won't.
Well, for the tournament, you're going to be
Yes.
on the desk for probably the next few episodes we have.
I figure that's
But-
only fair because I'm literally the fucking host of the show. So
Yeah. So both of us will be.
if I win the tournament, that's fucked.
Yeah. So yeah, we both are panel judges for this big tournament we have coming up at the end of July and August. So yeah, more information to come on that. But until then, we'll see you next time.